conversation with Mary Jashagi Matmatali in association with Pixel Mike Productions. There's a saying that it's never too late to create a goal or to dream a dream. It's never too late to learn something new. And age should definitely not be a barrier towards your learning, because learning is a process that continues throughout your lifespan. No matter where you are, no matter what situation you're in, there's always something new to learn. It might be a new language, a new skill, or a new perspective towards your life, isn't it? Today, I'm truly honored and very, very excited to introduce my guest today, Mr. Vinu Kumar. Hello Vinu, how are you doing?
Hello Mary, thank you very much. Like always, you're always generous with your words.
Thank you.
But thank you for that introduction, lovely.
Thank you so much, Vinu, and thank you for taking time for coming here and having this conversation.
Thank you, yeah, indeed.
Thank you, Vinu. Now, a quick snapshot about Vinu. Vinu commenced his career as a toolmaker at GTTC in Bangalore in 1989. In 1993, Vinu with his family moved to Australia. Vinu commenced his working career as a process worker and tool maker. He further went on to pursue his studies and completed his bachelor's in manufacturing technology. And then he further went on to complete his MBA, in MBA honors, right Vinu?
Thank you.
And he then continued to work as a senior manager at SKF Australia. Vinu's passion and grit for learning just did not stop there. He further went on to complete his master's in commercial law, and again he further went on to study and complete his bachelor's of law in 2019 and was admitted to practice law at the Supreme Court of Victoria Road. Wow, Vinu, what an amazing journey it has been from where you started at GTTC to where you are here today. I think so it definitely needs an applause, isn't it? You've done so well, and what an inspiring journey it's been, Vinu.
Thank you. It has certainly been a difficult journey, but I would never say that it is impossible journey, of course.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed every minute of it.
That's good.
And the support network I had was very honored and very lucky that I had a very good support network, both family and friends, of course.
That's true. That's really nice, Vinu, because you know what, most of us, I'm sure our audience will definitely agree to what I say, because we all, some point in time, we want to study something else, do something different, but we always think, I don't think so it's possible. I think so I'm too old to do it, or I don't think so I'm able to complete what I want to do because of XYZ reason. We always give reasons to say why we can't do things, rather than just give one good reason to say why we should do it.
That's right. I'll find a way to do it, achieve
Definitely.
then find a way not to do it. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
So my first question to you is, when you started your career as a junior engineer or toolmaker way back in 1989, did you ever think that one day you're going to change your career path and be a lawyer?
No, certainly not. Those days, as any 20-year-old, I had no idea where I would end up and what I would be doing. Coming to Australia itself was a big step. And those days my priority was, of course, to set up in the new country, and never thought that I would do anything like this, or the life would take me in this kind of path. It's certainly not.
So the thing is, while working, you just suddenly decided, no, I have to do something different, and started to study. What was that moment that triggered you, that you know what, you want to change your career path?
No, I don't think it happened overnight.
Yes.
I think I remember early 90s, I think probably around 94, 95, can't remember quite exactly, but a couple of incidents happened to me. One was a very good incident and one was not so very pleasant. And that was, I was working for a company, I don't think we should name names, but I was working for a company, and I was in a training session. I presented myself. I was working there as a process worker before, and then the training manager came to me and said, "This work is not a process worker's work. What's your background?" And he sort of persuaded me that I should go and talk to his brother in those days, Barton Taif in Muragan, and just go and talk to them. So I did, and that person, he was an elderly person, he gave me a very encouraging talk about studying and uplifting my skills.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the second incident soon after, not long, but soon after was I applied for a role in that company, and they did not probably see me valuable at all, and they sort of said to me that I would never go into that kind of role. It was not a big role, but
they kind of like detracting you and
correct,
telling you,
correct.
nah.
And I wanted to prove them wrong.
Wow.
And also at the same time, when I got this inspiration from another person, I decided, okay, I'm going to do some studies. I'll do something to show that whether I can do it or not.
Yeah.
It's more probably to prove myself.
I was about to say that it's, people, see, there are two different types of people. Just like, as you said, there's one person who's trying to uplift you and there's another person who's trying to pull you down. But end of the day, it is what you want to do and what direction you want to take, isn't it? Vinu?
Absolutely, yes.
So, irrespective of that, you chose.
Exactly right, exactly right. Yeah. So once you make the decision, you're almost there.
Correct.
And then you pursue that. And that's what I ended up starting my study career. I didn't even know that we could study at that stage in Australia.
Wow.
Or the studying system in Australia, it's very easy actually. Anybody can study.
So how did you then, so you would have done a bit of a research to where you want to go, what you want to study, and that. So who helped you? Was it just you?
Yeah, those days in technical fields, the only way a toolmaker can go up is, not only way, one of the ways that a toolmaker can go up in the working ladder is to become a CNC programmer. Because toolmaking, the traditional toolmaking was sort of dying, and the new technology, computers and computer-aided machineries were coming up. So I got into that. It was a natural drift, and that's what I decided to do in the beginning.
Nice.
That's how I started.
So when you commenced your studies, there would have been a lot of challenges because one, you have your family, then you have your full-time job, and then your studies. So to juggle all this and to be sane first of all, and then to make sure you're giving time for all these different things that you're doing in life, it would have been very challenging.
Yeah.
So what were the main challenges and how did you overcome them?
Indeed. One of the main challenges I faced then was, of course, time with my family.
Yeah.
That was important. A young family, fairly newly married. We didn't have children then when I started, and I quite remember the first child when my first child was born in Monash Clayton. I had my books in the car because I was in the middle of an assignment.
Wow.
So I had to, in between, I had to go into the car and do some studying and searching. So my focus never was not faltered at all. It was always focused into this is what I want, and I spent some time with my family, and I do studying while I'm with the family. So you don't normally see me socializing in those days, especially when I started my studies. And yes, it was not easy, but it was not I didn't consciously do certain things. It sort of automatically came through because I was determined to study certain things. So whenever I find time, I just did it.
Because Vinu, there are times when people say, when, as I said before, they want to do things, right? But they say they don't have time. How did you make that time? To study especially.
I must add, what I did, I probably did only half of what I did. The other half, really, my wife really helped me.
Oh, that's nice.
Unless she gave me the chance to study or the opportunity to get some time off, I wouldn't have done it myself. And it was again automatic. Her support is incredible, right from day one.
Wives are always great, isn't it?
And
being a support system, and it works both ways.
Yes, indeed.
Isn't it? It's not just it's the partners. Their support is the main thing for us. Married people to go ahead and do something and achieve something in life. So hats off, your wife.
Can I say I sincerely thank my wife for that.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I've not formally said this, but
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll understand.
Yeah, definitely. And it's so nice to vocalize and thank people.
Absolutely.
You know, because sometimes, especially when you're at home doing your chores, daily chores, it's a thankless job at times.
Correct. Yeah.
But that's so sweet of you to just go and
Yes.
say, you know what, thank you. I forget her name.
Rajni.
So Rajni, there you are, you have Vinu thanking you. So thank you for being his major support system.
Yeah.
See what you've turned him into, such a great lawyer now. So well done, Rajni. Now, the other thing is, Vinu, is why did you choose law? What made you choose law?
You see, Mary, after couple of degrees, I started managing business in SKF and more commercial area, contracts and from the legal part of the business.
Nice.
And when I was handling that, I think it was early 2008 and 2009 when there was a financial crisis those days. Every business was struggling, and I was dealing with businesses who had issues in terms of their legal position.
Yeah.
And I was dealing with lawyers a lot.
Okay.
And my background as a technical person and understanding the business itself, I knew that there was a hole where I did not have knowledge about the legal aspects of the business.
Correct. Yeah.
So therefore I consciously made that decision to study law, but I never thought that I wanted to become a lawyer at that stage.
Yeah. You just wanted to upskill yourself.
Correct.
That would help you do your job
Correct.
more, more well.
Correct.
Yeah. So, oh wow, nice. And again, you did commercial law, and then you went to do full-fledged degree in law.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, once I did the commercial law, I started handling more of these commercial aspects of the business, and again dealing with the lawyers. And I thought that it would be if I become a lawyer, go one step further and become a lawyer, I can start advising people.
Correct.
Before that, I could not advise. I have the knowledge, but I cannot advise, provide legal advice to the company, for example.
Correct. Yeah.
And therefore, I said if I have the knowledge and I only need to upskill a little bit more, so I can start practicing law. And the fascination to learn law was there long back when I started into that sort of position, managing business. So I decided, okay, it's
why not?
Why not? And
why not? You've done all this studying here. You did your bachelor's in manufacturing technology, and then you did your MBA. Why not law?
Yeah.
I've done all this. Why not law? So that's really nice, Vinu. But the other thing is, for you to come this far, right? You must have had someone to inspire you. Every one of us have many mentors and many people who inspire us, not just at the work front, to be a better human as well. So for you, who has been your inspiration and why?
My grandfather has always been an inspiration.
Oh, nice.
He passed away long back, but right from my young age, he was kind of a role model for me. He's not a very well educated in that sense, but his way of looking at life and doing certain things in a very systematic and disciplined way attracted me, and that I still maintain that sort of principles in my life even today. Whatever I do, I try and do it right way, the way I think is right, and very disciplined way. If I have to do certain things, I just do it.
And I really, I kind of agree with what you're saying, because no matter what you do in life, you should be very focused and very disciplined.
Correct.
The outcome will always be fabulous,
Absolutely.
isn't it? It's just that determination and that grit to do well in life, and discipline is just the foundation.
Absolutely, yes.
Isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Now, can you just tell us more about your new venture, VK Associates?
Thank you. I again now decided to practice law and open up my own firm.
Yeah.
So I've incorporated a law firm. It's called VK Lawyers.
Okay.
Sorry,
not VK Associates, VK Lawyers. Yeah.
Yeah, VK Lawyers, and I'm practicing in Cranbourne, and I practice in most of the areas such as commercial, family, property, buying and selling properties, wills and those kind of areas. But as soon as I finished my law degree, during my course, I must add, I had an inspirational discussion with one of my professors, and he came to me and said to me, whatever you do, don't look for what may happen later on. If you wanted to do something, just do it. Don't think that what the results would be.
The outcomes of your actions,
And he also said, you have only one life.
Correct.
You're not coming back to do certain things.
Yeah.
So if you want to do certain things, just do it.
Just do it.
So that was one of the quote in my mind always, actually.
Yeah.
So if I want to do certain things, I just do it.
You just do it.
And if I think it is the right thing to do, I just do it.
I was just wanting to add to it because, there's so many things in life that we as individuals, as human beings want to do. But if you believe in yourself that what you think and what you do and what you say is right, you have to do it. I
Absolutely.
totally agree with you, Vinu. When I was looking at your bio, you also said that you do sit on certain boards and you chair certain proceedings. What is that, if you can tell us about that?
Yeah, sure. I'm very privileged to be associated with certain charity organizations, and one of them is I sit on board of 3 schools. It's not a paid role, but that I've been there for about 7 odd years, and that has given me a lot of experience in that field, and the role, the importance of governing certain large companies. And this is a very big schools in Melbourne Southeast. Casey Grammar, Balcombe Grammar and Clyde Grammar. There's 3 schools. I also volunteer myself as a lawyer at the Community Legal Centre. So I go there once a fortnight and assist underprivileged people who can't afford, and I provide that.
That's so amazing, Vinu. I never knew all this. Wow, such a... It's like giving back to the society, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I would like to give back to, and this again coming back to my my grandfather's character. In fact, he was a person who would give to people or help people a lot, and that is instilled in me as well.
Wow.
I'm also I also work as a course advisory committee in Swinburne engineering faculty.
Wow.
And of course, all these I'm part of the social community committees, Pullery, and I used to be in MKS before. So yeah, I would like to help people whenever I can.
That's so nice, because you know what, people normally say, what has the community given us? I would always like to say, what have you given back to the community?
Absolutely.
Isn't it? It
That's
works
true.
both ways.
That's true.
Right? It works both ways. And it's so nice to see that apart from doing all this, doing all your studies and being, moving from a toolmaker to a lawyer, you're giving so much back to the society. Absolutely. By doing, being part of all these charity organizations. It is just incredible,
Look, once you grow, you are gaining life experience as well.
Correct.
And like my professor said, you have only one life.
Correct.
So give it out to people who, if you can assist people, do it and share it. If you can make one person smile, that's the best thing you can do.
Totally agree. So it's like if you can make a change in one person's life, it becomes like a ripple effect.
Exactly.
Somebody you kind of touched one person's life, and that person will touch 10 people.
Good.
So it's like a ripple effect.
Indeed.
People just learn, and it's exactly what this podcast is all about. Listening to Vinu and his amazing journey, and especially not even considering things like, I can't do this, I can't, there's a lot of challenges in life, but he just went on to study and look where he is today, being a lawyer. It's such an inspiring and commendable journey for all of us, Vinu. And I want to ask you one thing, apart from all the studies and work and stuff and all your charity work that you do, in your free time, whenever you have that free time, what do you love to do, Vinu?
I like to do woodworking.
Nice.
I do a lot of woodworking things.
Yeah.
And I like to work in my garden. My mom's a gardener. She loves gardening.
Yeah.
So I like to help her in in the garden,
Yeah.
trying to fix things or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Nice.
So I enjoy doing that. Yeah.
Perfect. Very good. Very good. My last question to you, Vinu. Is there any inspiring words that you want to share with our viewers today? Especially the younger generation, sorry.
I certainly would like to. I would say two things to the younger generations. Number one, if you want to do certain things, deciding to do it is 50% of of achieving it. Wanting to do it is 50%, and deciding to do it would be another 25%. And then you only have to put in the effort to completely do it. Second point I would like to make is, as I said before, you have only one life.
So
If you want to do it,
Yeah.
just do it.
Yes.
Find a way to do it, and not finding a way not to do it.
Yeah.
That's my message to the younger generations. I hope it's of some use.
Absolutely, because as I was telling you before, Kumar and I have always considered you in high regards. We always wow, what a man, and what a journey you've been through. And I'm sure that you've not just inspired us, you have inspired so many people around you, and I'm sure viewers who are watching this podcast will definitely take away something from this, and I'm sure it'll be a very positive one, because one is, as we spoke in our conversation now, there's so many things that you want to do, but you always say, nah, it's too hard. Nothing is too hard. Vinu has done it with a lot of dedication, a lot of focus. He's been very disciplined, and all thanks to his grandfather. And that's all you need. You need to be focused. First you need to have a goal, right? And take small steps to achieve what you want to achieve. Success will always follow. You just need to be disciplined and just go ahead and get what you want to do. So thank you so much, Vinu, for this lovely, inspiring conversation, and we wish you all the success. And I really want you to study more and do much more, and continue to inspire all of us.
Don't provoke me, I might do it. But
Why
thank
not?
you.
Why not?
Thank you, much appreciate you
Thanks.
having me here, and I really thank you for this podcast and
Yeah.
letting people know about me, and if I can inspire somebody, I'll feel very lucky.
Yeah, you will. And thank you so much. And all